Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Luis from Project Unlimited, and I'm out here in Lake Pleasant on the outskirts of Phoenix, Arizona. And what I want to talk to you guys about is I want to talk to you guys about one of the questions I get asked a lot. And that question is, how can I be more confident during the sales process? Whereas the opposite is, how can I stop being so awkward, so shaky, so nervous that a customer can see from a mile away that I'm new at this, that I'm struggling, and that I'm, nervous about losing the deal. And now, I wish I could tell you it was one simple thing you had to change, one line in your pitch, one thing about you, or one simple switch, right? But the reality is, it's a combination of so many different things that will separate someone who's shaky and nervous to someone that's super calm and confident. And it goes from the simple little techniques, right? The simple little details of the pitch, to the simple smiles and the simple language we use in the pitch, to a bigger picture, right? A more metaphysical and mental personal journey that you have to go through to become more confident on the doors. And it varies from the simple little details about the pitch, the words, the smiles, right? To a bigger picture, right? Your personal fears, your personal doubts about yourself as a person, right? And so what I would recommend that you as a new sales rep or you as an experienced rep that's looking to become even more confident is I would suggest you start out with the basics. First of all, memorize the pitch. And I know it's repeated over and over again, but that's literally one of the most basic fundamental things you have to do to be more confident, okay? You have to memorize the pitch from top to bottom. And I wouldn't memorize it in one straight shot, right? I would memorize simple one-liners, okay? Because in reality, you know how it is. When a customer asks you questions and they ask you different details, they're gonna derail you, okay? But if you can have those lines memorized, a simple little quick responses, you're gonna be able to respond to that person and stay within your script, okay? Now, you start out with the basics, okay? Learning how to speak correctly at every single point of the pitch, learning how to smile, learning how to head nod. Okay, you start with the super technical things, right? And then once you do that, you switch it up a little bit, okay? Not just focusing on, sorry, it's a little shaky right there. Once you do that, you move on to the second level, right? The slowing down your words and pausing longer in between sentences, okay? One of the things that separates a new salesman versus a more experienced salesman is that they're not afraid to pause and wait for the customer to barge in, okay? Oftentimes, a lot of new salesmen will just try to spill the entire pitch as fast as possible. Hey, what's going on? I'm here selling you something, and I need to tell you this as soon as possible, because if I don't tell you this so super fast, you're gonna shut the door. You're not gonna be able to hear my entire message. They will literally sound like that. But a more confident salesman will be able to slow down, and they will not be afraid to pause for long periods of time during their pitch. Because an experienced salesman knows every single rebuttal to every single response on the doors. Now, they're not afraid that a customer is going to barge in when they pause and break them apart, because they know how to respond to that, okay? And so you start out with the basics, memorizing your pitch, learning how to say certain words, the technicalities, basically everything you need to know for that initial approach. And then you move on to the more experienced techniques, right? Slowing down, being more confident, pausing to get the customer's attention. Now, after you do that, you take it a step further, okay? And you start acquiring more knowledge. For example, I'm in the door-to-door pest control industry, where we sell pest control door-to-door to people, scorpions, ants, roaches, wasps, all kinds of stuff, right? And so what's going to separate you from the next door-to-door guy on the doors, right, is the knowledge you have. People don't want to buy from a newbie, right? They want to buy from someone who's extremely experienced and who knows what they're talking about, okay? So if you can go out and continuously acquire more knowledge and become more and more aware of what you're treating for, how you treat for, learning how the details of what your company does, what your company offers, that will separate you from the average consumer. And that person will be more likely to buy from someone like you, right? And after you acquire more knowledge, you start literally implementing that knowledge into your pitch and letting customers know, like, hey, I know what I'm doing. You should listen to me, okay? And literally just like that, you start becoming better and better and better over time. And that is the key word. It takes time, you guys. It's not a simple one hack of how to be more confident. It will take time, years, effort, commitment, day after day. And that's the reality, guys. Now, after you do that, okay, after you memorize your pitch, learn the basics, learn how to implement the basics, smiling, head nodding, and then you move on a step further, slowing down, pausing, and you acquire more knowledge, you will take it beyond that, okay? Just learning how to speak in front of crowds of rooms, or maybe even pulling out the camera when there's people out here and being confident enough to speak in front of a camera while everyone's looking at you and they're like, yo, what is this guy doing, right? Or going to the gym and being able to throw weights and being confident that no one's gonna shut you down because you're doing the right thing, okay? And so you take it from the smallest simple little details to a bigger picture, right? A bigger picture of who you are as a person. And overall, that will make you more confident altogether in all aspects of your life, okay? But that's all I wanted to say, you guys. It's not a simple one fix, okay? It's not a thing that's going to change you overnight, okay? It's a combination of so many different things that's going to make you more confident on the doors. We'll catch you guys on the next video.